it's not going to be the end of the world if the New START treaty is not ratified, but it does raise questions about Americans' leadership, about the president's ability to deliver. There was an interesting story about 4 months ago where the French ambassador in Washington told some people that he'd actually reported back to Paris that there was a possibility that the New START treaty might not be ratified. And he said they basically thought he was drinking because they could not imagine a treaty which seemed to be so evidently in the U.S. interest would not be ratified. But I think it'll be a blow there. It'll also, I think, undercut U.S.-Russia relations in that the Russians have seen in the New START process America responding to some of their concerns. If you take the New START out of the equation, I'm not sure we're going to be able to get as much Russian cooperation as we might want on places like Iran or Afghanistan, and that could be painful to us in the future. Finally, if you just look at within Russia, I think a rejection of the treaty is only going to empower those in Russia who say, look, you can't deal with the United States, and who are arguing for a more confrontational course. And I don't think that's in our interest. I mean, I find it interesting that the only group so far in Russia that has called for not ratifying the Russian treaty by the Russian Duma, or not called for ratifying the New START treaty, is the Communist Party.